Welcome back. Today we're going to be going through our sleep hygiene and what all that looks like. Let me go ahead and share my screen. You can follow along in your workbook. So yeah, kind of the foundation, right? Sleep is extremely important for our memory storage, for our healing, bodily healing, as well as supporting good mood, waste elimination, and really important for providing us with the energy that we need in our day to day, right? So people that don't get enough sleep have a lot of increased health risks. It's linked to depression, high blood pressure, migraines, increased inflammation, a compromised immune system as well. So it increases the likeliness of illness and infection. So lots of reasons to get good sleep. We'll talk about some tips here. So as a foundation, we're wanting to get around 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. And then establishing a regular sleep uh, bedtime and wake up time can also be really important, just so our body is in tune with the natural rhythm, can really get our hormones in sync. In particular, melatonin and cortisol are the main hormones that are part of our circadian rhythm. So melatonin naturally rises around 10 to 11 p.m. So this is the ideal bedtime for most of us. It's a bell curve, so it might be earlier, later for others. And if we actually stay up past this melatonin spike, we'll actually get a shoot of cortisol, which is our stress hormone. So that's often what we feel if we get this like second wind during the night. It can keep us up pretty late. So it's really important to get to bed during this peak melatonin window. And having this regular wake time, bedtime is really important for the proper rhythm of these hormones, right? And typically cortisol, we want to spike in the morning. So after we wake up, that's when we get this cortisol spike, and then it kind of decreases throughout the day. So when I do lab testing, we're going to get our blood drawn early in the morning, try to see what that cortisol spike is for individuals. It can give us a good look into how our adrenals are functioning, if we're in a state of like extreme stress or burnout as well. It can give us a lot of good information there. And ways that we can help to support cortisol levels is we can get sunlight on our face and eyes in the morning. So 5 or 10 minutes to get sunshine in the morning can really help to regulate the cortisol, as well as it helps to increase serotonin, our feel good neurotransmitter. It can also be really good to ground in the morning. So finding a spot with dirt, grass, where you're connected to the earth, and grounding for a period of time as well can be really helpful for sleep, regulating our hormones, and getting in tune with nature as well. So those are some good things that we can do in the morning. We're also really wanting to keep our bedroom really dark and quiet and cold as well. It's been shown that a colder environment is better for sleep. So if we need to get an eye mask, earplugs, sound machine, being aware of maybe what is waking us up at night and utilizing things that help us sleep better. And then we're also wanting to avoid blue lights from screens. If we can avoid those 90 minutes before going to bed, that'll be really helpful. Maybe you've noticed if you're like up on your phone and doing the doom scroll late at night, and then our brain is kind of stimulated and it's hard to fall asleep. So really avoiding the phones and the television can be helpful before going to bed. And we can really create a peaceful environment. So maybe turning off the fluorescent lights, maybe getting some candles and mood lighting to really help us get the melatonin going. So melatonin can actually be suppressed by our fluorescent lights and bright lighting. So really creating that environment for melatonin to come online can also be really important. And then if we are in bed and we feel like we're restless, we're tossing and turning, it can be really helpful to get out of bed, maybe go to the couch and read a book, do a meditation, and then once we're feeling tired, get back into bed rather than just tossing and turning for hours. And then, like we talked about, dimming the lights in our house. So getting the fluorescent lights down at least an hour, hour and a half before bed, maximize the melatonin production. And we can also really limit napping during the day. So we can do maybe a quick 20, 30-minute brain rest, as I call it, but not wanting to do more than that, or else we might have trouble falling asleep in the evening. Oh, and of course, caffeine can, of course, keep us up later. So a lot of people are sensitive, including myself, to caffeine, later in the day. So avoiding tea, coffee past, not drinking it past 3 p.m., kind of a good rule of thumb, right? And then really wanting to create a nurturing bedtime routine, right? So maybe we're taking a hot bath and that's really relaxing for our system. We're using essential oils like lavender that's really, really soothing as well for our system. Maybe we have a hot tea of chamomile or lavender that helps us to ease into relaxation, as well as there's a lot of guided meditations that can be really helpful. Body scanning can be really helpful, as well as yoga nidra. Yoga nidra is called sleeping meditation. That actually has a lot of research for PTSD and reducing the trigger response for PTSD. You can find this on YouTube. There's also some phone applications. They're typically like 15 to 20-minute guided yoga nidras. They're super powerful. I highly recommend checking those out. And then down here, I just had some questions. What can you do? What is your current bedtime routine like, and how can we improve your bedtime routine and sleep? So I'd love to, yeah, take some time to reflect on these questions, and I'll see you in the next video.